Ja. Oké. Ja, ik gewoon die liefst maar.
Almena.
Ja, ik zie je net Facebook toe gaan posten om je niet stream te drukken. Hij zie je niet hoe werkt het. Hij zie je van je eigen doen.
Just like
Just
like
come back to a dirty after a long tiring day of work and stress. Let's party, but now in your Babala state, still have to tidy up the flat. Why would you want to put yourself through that? While Kashiku Cleaning Services are ready to assist, call 0811554074 or 081-244-074 now and have your flat clean in no time. You can choose from a host of packages, which includes Platinum, which is yard cleaning only, or a thorough house cleaning, or laundry services, which include washing
met eerste headlines en dan nie weer op eerste weer.
a thorough house clean, laundry and ironing, or
Dan doen die weer eerst.
Eerste, oké. Kijk hoe is dit weer.
cleaning, laundry and ironing. We are the new kings and queens of commercial and residential cleaning. Talk to us today at Human
Ik net ook in de shirt.
or wake up to hours after on a night of party. Kashiku Cleaning Services. One call cleans it all.
Wealth means different things to different people. What does it mean to you? Wealth is watching the game with my son on the couch.
It's when my little girl builds a house with the dining chairs and carpet.
Wealth is in the long conversations we have at the dinner table till late into the night.
It's watching the sunset with my wife on the comfort of our pictures. Because real wealth is found at home. Home economics for family furniture. Find your beautiful furniture at Home Economics. 13 Street, Windhoek, Southern Industrial.
Zo, zijn opgaan.
Reg.
Ça soit 10 hours begin hè. Dat zo 2 minuten of zo.
Oké.
Mondakala dilongo. Amondakala dilongo. Amondakala wingusha. Amondelo shimaliwa. Amondakala dilongo. No saba. Now the good thing about this song is Chubby Beatz will be joining us at 1:30. Yeah, we've got him in the studio. Now this song is more all about a young person, you know, a young Namibian who said that he's tired of poverty and he just want to work. He want to stand up, he want to do something for himself. He's tired of waiting on the government to say, fat eats. He's a job for you. As you know, all the circumstances in the country is going bad. So he's just talking about, no, I'm tired of this. Come and fat mas watona randi, come and go so come and go lekker kiss, let me sell to the next fellow Namibian who's out there. So but he'll be joining us a little bit later. Good morning! It's a Friday.
And I'm gonna say Duelang Daddy, no one has Liga and Daddy. Liga.
Yeah.
Alles mooi vandaag.
Alles is mooi vandaag. And good morning to you, John. I see you are already on the stream. You have joined us this morning. So welcome to the morning mix. Today is basically the week that was on the morning mix. We'll be focusing on the headlines that has been happening. And yeah, that's what. Dirkas, do you think we'll be having any rain come the weekend or the next week?
You know what, Sammy, I think what we can do is we can quickly look at it and then we can do that now, the forecast for today, and then after that I'll quickly look at the forecast for the 7 to 10 days. So we're going to kick off with the interior of Namibia. It's going to be sunny and hot to very hot in the south. Elsewhere it's going to be partly cloudy and hot to very hot with a few thunder showers in the north. Windy weather will prevail in the interior. At the coast it's going to be partly cloudy and cool to warm with fog patches. A few light showers possible over the extreme southwest. The wind's going to be moderate northwesterly to fresh southwesterly. We look at the temperatures. Windhoek 19 this morning and a high of 33. Walvis Bay 14.26. Tsumeb 21.36. Terrace Bay 14.22. Tumkwe 22.35. Swakopmund 13.25. 614 18.35. Rundu 23.36. Uchu 20.36. Utapi 21.35. Otjiwarongo 22.35. Oshakati 21.36. Oraniemund 13.24. Nice and moderate day. Mandangwa 22.37. Umaruru 19.36. Umathia can be 36 today. Okukuyu 36. Okakarana 35. Okahau 35. And Kurunguru 21.36. Also very hot there. And then Mariental 22.38. That's what they said. And sunny and hot to very hot in the south. 38 in Mariental. Kitmas 35. Katima Mulelu 20.36. And then Grootfontein 19.35. And Anna 23.36. Arwap 20.36. And Beitfors 20.36. Now if you travel to Cape Town, it's going to be partly cloudy and warm there. Nice temperature for the Cape. 18 with a 27. And the wind is going to be some moderate northwesterly to southwesterly. Johannesburg, it's cool with thunder showers. A lot of rainfall in Gauteng, and we've seen the Hartbeespoort Dam just totally flooded, and Centurion also underwater. Johannesburg's going to be partly cloudy and cool with a few thunder showers. 13.24. Gaborone nice and warm. 28. Maputo thunder showers. 27. Harare warm with thunder showers. 26. Lusaka cool with a few thunder showers. 25. And Luanda cloudy and hot with temperatures of 23 and 30. Now you ask about whether we're going to get some rain.
Yeah.
And look at the map, the 7 to 14 day. And tomorrow cloudy, similar to today. We can expect some thunder showers on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday the 17th. So between the 15th and 17th, scattered thunder showers, but not countrywide rain at the moment. So then we've got it, and then we'll look at it again.
Dirkas, let me just ask you this: when it's so hot, what do you actually do? Like say on the weekend when it's hot, what's your preference of activity?
You know, Sammy, that's a really difficult question that you're asking me, because weekends, it's like people say, how can you go on a long ride? Because I normally sort of like jump on the bike and go with the rest of the club members. And we go on long rides, and it's not riding away from the heat. You know, it is just hot, and that's that. So it is. It's a bit difficult at ons. Got a problem there with our sound. Okay, so there we got it. We got the sound back. Yeah, so we got that sorted.
Yeah.
No, so when it's that hot, you know, I just keep myself busy. A lot of people say open the windows and open the doors of your house. And I've learned over the years, rather close them, keep them closed, because that hot air just flow right through that house. But otherwise, I keep myself busy as much as I can. We don't have the swimming pool option anymore. We've decided to close it due to the water problem. And so it is a tough one. It's really a tough one.
Yeah.
I watch people doing sport over weekends, playing cricket and soccer, and I think, well,
no,
man.
but it's that's for the love of the game. If you've
Of
got
course,
the love of the
course.
game, then that's exactly what will be happening.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Bradley. Thank you very much for just letting us on that. I hope now you are happy that you can hear Dirkas.
Yeah, I got it. Good morning, Bradley. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So let me also say good morning to Inambonde, Joshua Kashihoko. A very good morning to you. And of course, thank you also for alerting us about that. We have fixed that issue. Now, let's get back to the week that was on Informante Radio. We had quite a number of things that has been happening. So maybe we can just start off with, Dirkas, I think you've got a few headlines for us.
Yes. I'll gladly share some of the headlines, Sammy. Fishcore, 100 million kickback, 900 million in fishing quotas was allegedly allocated to Fishcore between 2014 and 2019. 100 million, and this could be more. This could rise to 300 million was kickbacks.
100 million.
100 million could be as much as 300 million was the kickbacks for the important guys, the main manna, manna Koskijk. And then another interesting one, we spoke about it yesterday. The jobless fishermen, they said they want government to pledge, that government pledge that's made that they should go back to work, they should get their jobs back. They say they want it in writing. And you actually also mentioned it yesterday.
I mentioned it yesterday. I said, you cannot just come and give us a word of mouth and then just to calm us down.
Yeah.
And then you think we will accept that. No, if you want to tell us something, give us paperwork. Say, this is written and it's a promise. This is what the government is pledging to do. On
exactly.
paper, signed. So we don't come next year and strike and say, but last year you said this, and then you'll want to give us another word of mouth again. I don't think that will work.
No, they insist. They say the government's pledge must be in writing.
Yeah.
They want to see that, and they insist on that. And then another story we spoke about, the decapitated baby's family is now taking legal advice to find out what actually happened on that fateful day. And we also spoke about that, and a lot of help is streaming in. People are offering sort of like financial help as well.
Yeah. This is not good on the Ministry of Health, because if it happens that it was the doctor's fault, the ministry might end up getting sued.
Yeah. Sammy, you also touch on the student crisis. The union declares...
Yesterday I was talking about the students and how not happy they are in the student union of Namibia. Remember, we have got two student unions. We've got NANSO. NANSO has been operating, I don't know, ever since. The student union was created because they feel NANSO is not stepping up.
Correct.
It's not representing the students as they are supposed to be represented. So I think the guy was, I think it's Ben, if I'm not mistaken. He was the deputy secretary of NANSO. And with the students, they used to have I think there was a time there was a huge at NANSO, and the students said, no, they don't want the president anymore. So Ben and then the students decided, no, why don't we just create a movement, a student movement? It's not illegal. It is legal. Let's get something that will represent us as students, that will listen to us, because they don't believe that NANSO is listening to them. So that's how they came up with the student.
Now the union declares the student financing situation a crisis, and they want answers from the finance minister and urge him to listen to the plight of the students. And we touched on that yesterday. So that is now sort of getting to a serious stage. They just said, enough is enough. So they want the minister, finance minister now to come and listen to them and to take action. So at the same time, the youth empowerment and youth unemployment is two issues. First of all, the youth unemployment is under the spotlight. And the chairperson of the National Governing Council, Wilfred Mvula, said youth unemployment has become a serious issue in the country.
It's really serious, It has come to a point, even when companies are also at the moment also retrenching people. You can imagine the youth is looking for jobs. Companies are retrenching people. So you can just imagine how difficult it is now that for somebody to get a job when companies are retrenching.
Absolutely.
And there was something that what Dr. Quentin van Rooyen said this morning when he was addressing the employees today, just to wish them a happy New Year and Christmas and come back in full force, and alleging them to drive very well. He said something about the corruption cases and Investec that is being investigated.
Yep.
He said, at the moment, apparently there was a point whereby Trustco also went to Investec. They wanted to get funds from them. And Investec somehow told them, no, we don't believe in Trustco. We don't believe you guys are a company to invest in. And that's apparently what the managing director says. And he says, now look at this now. We were a Namibian company looking for funds so we can employ more people, and now there's corruption cases under Investec.
Yeah.
So it just shows you that our counterweight said that it's not good, and it's greedy people.
But Sammy, on the other side, I think from the radio side, we should also wish Dr. van Rooyen and his family, and also Quentin Zander, we should wish all of them and his family also a festive season with lots of love and happiness. And we're very proud to be part of Trustco. We're very proud because he's an exceptional leader. We learn from him every single day. And perseverance is what we do. We continue with the radio station. We actually, I think we've done very well in terms of our development as a young station. And looking at the follows and looking at people, just the comments yesterday again was fantastic. So Dr. van Rooyen and the family, and I think all our colleagues, we wish them just a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And let's embrace our talent. And let's use it to the fullest, because people sometimes, they stand with their little hands open, and then I always say, but are you using your talent to the fullest? Because first of all, it will make you happy, and you will shine, and you will encourage other people also to work a little bit harder, because that's what we need to do. So good words there. Thank you also, Sammy. Thank you, Dr. van Rooyen, and all our top management. They're really doing a sterling job.
And then one more thing that he said, apparently, guys, please, and we are also talking about this, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, driving?
The day before yesterday, we were talking about safe driving.
Safe driving. And today marks a day whereby I think the other half population of Windhoek will be going on holiday. They will be moving out and they will be driving out of town today. So if you're also one of them people that are going out of town, please make sure that you drive safe. Be prepared. Always plan your trips ahead. Don't just do the voco that people do. You know, we have had accidents that happen whereby people are at a chilling spot, they are hanging out, and then they just decide, kom ons ry kus toe.
Yeah.
Don't do things like that. Plan your
Lekker vol gepomp met die wyn.
Met die wyn dan besluit
hulle. Nou, sê die koppie mos nou nie, ek was ry.
Kom ons ry.
Ek verstaan.
Don't do that. That will not be cool. So that's something you also have to look out for. Please drive safe and just be safe.
Another one, Sammy, is that Kunene Regional Traffic Coordinator Moses Arosep, he said that they will do everything this festive season to enhance safety and security in the region. And nice message there from him. He said, wag ouens, ons gaan ons ding doen. And then, of course, also in the headlines in newspapers today, a big story about the traffic officers that there will be a zero tolerance. Nie 'n half lepel wyn nie, my broer. Zero tolerance. Jy drink niks. As jy wil ry, as jy wil drink, bly by die huis. Yeah. Of gaan pak iewers af en sit jou tentjie op. But zero tolerance people, they will not tolerate any abuse of alcohol and or people driving under the influence. So that is definitely also something to consider. Ag, ry liewers veilig. Rather get to your destination. And when you get there, dan kan jy mos nou relax. Then you can party as much as you want to.
You know, absolutely. That's very true, yeah.
So then we got, I've just got two more other headlines. Namibia turns away fleeing SA refugees. Government has turned away immigrants who fled South Africa last month because they are not regarded as asylum seekers. They said, no, you must go back. Deported, I think, 44 people plus.
I think I saw that somewhere in the headlines this week, yeah.
And then the last one, interesting story, Intercape. They confirm a terrifying bus robbery. Passengers were robbed at gunpoint on their way to Harare. In the bus. The guys were in the bus already with their guns under their jackets, in the suitcases, and they robbed all those people. And then the question was asked, are Namibians safe to travel with the bus? But that Intercape did not answer. They did not say yes, it's absolutely 100% safe. They just refrained from answering that particular question. But what a terrifying story, because Sammy, I had my children traveling from Cape Town.
You just mentioning it. I don't know. Crime is people are looking.
It's just lurking all over the place.
It's lurking all over. And in a bus, you see these things only in movies, yeah.
Yeah. But now on the buses, because think about it, they've got a captive audience there. Staan op, trek your gun out and say, give your stuff, and then they tell the bus driver to stop. They get out, and there was 2 support vehicles behind the bus. So after they've robbed them, they also the story further, they had to close the windows, they had to close the curtains, whilst they were doing that, and the bus was driving. And
so that people
they took everything.
See.
You couldn't jump out. You couldn't get away. You could do nothing.
And that's people going on holiday. All their savings, everything that they have.
Absolutely everything. It's a disaster. But that incident was confirmed by Intercape. So it doesn't matter what you do. Just think, and like I said, be conscious about your decisions, not unconscious.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you also mentioned that. Don't make haphazard decisions. Because just plan it and be clear
about talking about crime, it is the festive season. It is holiday season, and I think Martina was talking about this yesterday as well, saying that the criminals are now attacking homes. So also make sure that you lock all your doors, windows, and everything, and be on the lookout for each other. Be on the lookout for funny people. Sometimes you ignore somebody. If somebody is standing outside your yard or somebody's yard for too long, don't just let them stand there. Go intervene and ask and say, why are you standing there? Why are you doing this? So let's be also on the lookout for each other, and let's fight crime together. Let me say good morning to Joanna. Very good morning to you, Jennifer, P. Moro, and Ricky Klazen also came through saying, good morning, crew. True talk, just don't drink and drive, and that's true. Fact, don't drink and drive. Period.
Yeah. Sammy, and I want to come back to the whole crime situation, and that is the issue we are dealing with, and we spoke about it yesterday. Mm-hmm. We've received a notice, urgent notice from Swakopmund, and they are very concerned about this, like a spate of robberies the past couple of weeks. And they've urged all visitors and visitors to Swakopmund to be on the lookout for youngsters. There's a gang operating, and they are robbing people. So when you walk, just watch out. If go with someone, don't walk alone, especially the women. Don't carry things openly. Just when you're alone on your way to your car, make sure you see if there's a guard, a police officer, you notice something that's suspicious, inform them, say, guys, this is not looking right, this situation is not normal. They're very concerned about that, and they are investigating this gang, this specific young gang that's operating now on the streets, and they rob people on their way to their cars. They rob them when they're walking alone. Especially our tourists. And again, it's not a good image for the country.
This has been going on for some time.
It's been going on for a while.
Where people you think it's a car driving by, and you are just walking, and you just see somebody jump off, and then they attack. I saw a video on Facebook earlier this year. So at the same time, also just make sure that you're on the lookout for all of this, and plan your holidays safely. It's get December, boss. People are happy.
That's true.
They are going to rest, I think we're going to go for a break, and let's quickly go get our guest. And let's get him in the studio.
Last year was on fire. Not to mention
feeling I'm wild and free.
This holidays for even more fire. Informative Radio, setting your holiday on fire. Fire.
that sounds of Chubby Beatz coming through with Inam Tonganje. Let me say good morning to, that is Venaune. Very good morning to you and thank you for joining us this morning. And of course, Kanjengo, good morning to you as well. And Washa, of course, it's K December boss. For the light things now, we're just gonna do music since we've been talking about news the whole week. We're gonna lighten it up. I don't know. Het je gaat besleden om heel aan te trekken omdat ik heel aan het No, man.
I think we have a super connection, man.
That's probably that right there. So Chubby, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, big bro. How are you doing? I'm super, man. I'm just good.
You're good, eh?
Yeah.
I see you have been busy, eh?
Yo, the year has been hectic for me, man, and it's busy. Being busy, it's a blessing for me, and yeah.
Do you consider this year to have been productive for you?
Yo, very much. Worked on my music, my album, my Crown album, and I just dropped my beverage, Chubby Water. It's in the service stations. It's all over, and my clothing line too. So, yo, I've been working very hard, man. So yeah, it's been a busy year, you know.
It's been a busy year.
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's hard though.
And the album, you're still working on a new album.
On a new album, yes, also. So it's my Crown album. We had to drop it like on the 25th, and so forth. But it is there, man. I have so much music that I'm scared to hit the people too much, you know, because I don't know, should I give them the motivational side of it or should I mix it up with a December vibe, you know? So I'm caught in between.
You got it.
Yeah.
There was this. We're starting off with the song. What was it called? Ndahala.
Ndahala. Yeah.
Ndahala, and I was telling Derek more about it.
Yeah.
Can you tell us just what inspired you to write that song?
The song was actually inspired by my granny, and also to say thanks to JK and Bobby. And simply when we came together, I met JK. It was 3 years ago, and I told him like I want to work on a song with you. Yeah. And then after. This year we worked on the song, but me being a motivational person, being me who I am and where I come from, you know, I don't just write songs based on what people want, but I give them what they need. They need to hear, you know. So the song means we should start working hard, we should empower each other, and I've been simply working hard, man.
Hard.
So it's just saying that I want to drive my guy from Pa, man. So
you want to try? You say you don't want to just look up onto the government.
Yeah. So simply the song is a motivational song. It's actually telling the youth out there, like, let's start working hard. Let's shape our lives without depending on people, and simply not being shy of your hustle, like me, you know. Every single day, like I would stand at the robots and sell my water, like I was at Palki's. So that's what I do. But then I still have an 8 to 5 job.
8 to 5 job.
Yeah. So
let's get into the. You launched the Chubby Waters recently. Yeah. Let's get into the process of coming about with the whole product. How long did it take?
Yeah. It took the water had to come out last year, and I had ups and downs since I got myself into a new market. But then I forever tell myself like their possibilities are there, and it took me a whole year to get it done. But then the water is out there, the people are taking it good, and I'm just shocked. Cause
what kept you going? Because you know people don't like.
What kept me going? What kept
short time and things
what kept me going? It's you know, when my granny passed on, she passed on in 2015, and when you're at funerals, always have that water bottles, you know. So I had that water bottle in my room. So every day when I wake up, I see her face being on that water bottle, and I'm like, I have to do it for her. So it has to. It has to. And then boom, the water came, thanks to Team Namibia, thanks to my partner Gabriel Kamati too, you know, thanks to the service station, Don Panda's service station, Akahana, and especially Dibango's home shop, man. It's been crazy, and thanks to Future Fresh, and it's just way too much for me to actually, you know, and I'm doing this all on my own, and I say like it's possible, and I'm just thankful to God. Yeah.
So you just say you keep your head up, and
you just have to keep your head up, man.
And you keep,
so
and you keep on pushing. No, that's good. Good morning to you, Maria. Welcome to the show as well. So your journey in music comes a very long way. Do you think you will retire in the coming future? Because no, I want to ask this because I don't know if artists just love to pull pranks on us. They always like putting out this, it's my last album, I'm retiring. But then you see people still doing music.
Yeah, I've spoken it when I was even in the group in Magogos. I told them like, hey, gents, I'm only going to sing until 30, and I'm turning 28 next year. And it's because I know where I want to go. But it's like my plans that I have. It's what they see is just the tip of the iceberg, But then I told myself until 30 because I've got kids coming on the way, So I need to step up. But music is always a passion. It's always going to be there. But then I told myself at 30 I'll be done, I to that point I can't be jumping around, traveling so much. I have to take care of my woman, my kids, my family, and I'm an entrepreneur now. I'm going into that, as time goes on, I'm growing. So I'm taking myself as an entrepreneur.
So you consider yourself now as an entrepreneur?
As an entrepreneur that if I feel a bit disturbed, I'll come to shake the industry a bit. Yeah.
Do you think the Namibian market is hard to crash with products? Because I see Namibians always say they don't have jobs, and I see you selling a t-shirt, selling caps, water. Do you think Namibians appreciate a local product?
Yeah, Namibians do really appreciate local products. It's just that we don't seek in the right places. It's like you can't go sell alcohol in the church, so it means you're at the wrong place. Yeah. If you really understand what I'm saying, So for me, it's like we don't look at the right places, and people do appreciate local products, and I've been thankful to the people since I started off with my Chubby wear, Chubby stickers on cars, and with my t-shirts, with my caps too, and now I launched my Chubby water, and it's been awesome. And then with the music too in place with that, people do embrace it. Yeah. I just feel like people don't wanna push. They don't believe in their dreams, and then they do it to trend, to look nice, and for me it's not about that, I don't shy away from everything. That's why even if you look at my both three the videos that I've released, what you see there, it's real, it's not staged.
You just decided to tell a story.
I tell the story how it is. I'm not ashamed, I'm not ashamed for you to see, because people out there like, I'm making it, but then if you go to the house, you can see that the message struggle, they said that's it. But that's what we go. What I'm trying to say is like, that's what we go through as a human being. Even the president also goes through it. His pipes also breaks. Probably he has plumbers. Things don't, So it's something. It should be fixed. That's what I'm trying to say. We all have problems,
Yeah, but you must just find solutions to overcome them instead of just complaining
all the time. Yeah. So that's just me, and I'm trying to tell the world. And a lot of people are inspired by my story. Where I came from. I was never, raised by my biological dad, but I'm thankful to my dad that raised me. And it is just something that I told myself, like, I need to inspire a lot of people, and I'm just grateful that people are loving whatever I'm doing, and for whoever that cares for what I'm doing it for them. I don't care what the masses say. So if I can change one person's life, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Namibia has been going through. Did you vote, by the way?
Yeah, I voted.
You believe in voting?
Yeah.
Why do you vote? Let me ask that.
I'm simply we need change, man. We need change simply for our kids too, babies inside there. So I need to vote for her too. So it's simply to voting. It's how should I even explain it, man? It's you have a right to change things. So if you see that things are not okay, you need to make that step to change it. To change
it. So with all the scandals that have been happening so far, what's your take on it?
Yo. I'm deeply hurt, disappointed, and as a nation, man, we are crying inside. We are crying, and having to see people, just like what I read about people committing suicide just because they lost their jobs, man. Mm-hmm. You know how many people those fathers and mothers were feeding? It's just way too much. And for me, I feel disappointed, and justice should take its course. And the masses, if the masses are saying it's like that, so let's just do the right thing, and then get things on track, and I don't even want to say their names. I don't even want to.
I can hear in your voice that
yes,
you sound very angry.
I don't even want to say it because I told myself, like, I don't want to hear the names. No, man. It's utterly wrong. God is going to deal with them.
Oh,
you cannot sell our land for an iPhone, man.
No, it's okay. Let's not get into that.
So, yeah.
Leave it for another day. We have had enough of it.
Sorry,
yeah. So I don't want to get the anger.
Yeah.
I want to, I want you to be in a festive mood, in a happy.
Yeah. So festive mood, my people. Yeah.
So what are your plans for December?
December.
Performance-wise and
December I'll be performing here and there. I'll be in the coast. I'll be in Novambuland, and I'll be in Ventus here too.
Man. Come on, give us dates.
So we need to confirm the dates because meaning people need to confirm. Meaning the check should pull through.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I can't speak about something, and so that's what I'm saying. That later on I will confirm because it's in the pipelines. So I can say, oh, catch me where, and I don't pull up there. The people didn't pay in Chubby's check just to come to the show. So so that's why. So there are a few shows lined up, but then I'm really waiting on
just confirmation.
Confirmation,
on the organizers and all that.
So forth,
Plans with the family?
Family, see right there already. So I'll be home, man, and I'll be at work too, cause I work shifts, and anytime that I get, I'll be with my family. I'll be with my girlfriend. I'll be with my mom, with my brothers, with my friends. And I'm trying to encourage people to get together as families, love each other, and not be against each other. It's a festive time, man. Piki Brai, Piki Mark, and so on. So
And the message to the youth?
The message to the youth.
Since it's the festive season.
So guys, please, like I uploaded the other time, I uploaded the picture of Chubby water and then the. So just stay safe. Don't drink and drive. And just stay safe and also condomize, because I know a lot of us, the young folks, we are out there. We always get bit cuckoo and and then we do things we really don't intend on doing, and we should always make the right choices. And we should start planning now for next year. I don't even think start planning now for next year. We should have planned it already in January for next year. So just take care.
Don't go wake up and then you just realize it's January.
It's like it's gonna come.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is like when you're in grade 3, you know that I have to go to grade 4 next year. So January is going to come. So we need to be responsible, as a nation and so forth. So you guys should take care. Keep on pushing on to their dreams and so forth. Anything is possible. I'm a living proof of it. And So that's
Did you bring any bottle of Chubby water? So
Yo. When I was even in the car, I was telling my girlfriend, like, yo, babe, there's something we forgot to take. And it's the water. And I was like, yo, how can we come without? Because he just woke up and I was like, oh, we need to go there and Urukutu. Because like last night we were dropping off water at Dipangos and wherever and so forth. And, the stock got finished and I was like, yo, we need to go pick up the other stock at PJ.
And I think the water came at the right time when it's so hot.
And it's so hot, But what's the time now? 8:40. So roughly about 10 o'clock, I'm gonna bring you some water. Like a 6-pack, so you guys can enjoy it. And then boom.
Check it out.
Yeah.
At the same time, let me quickly just read a few comments before you leave. Now, Kanjengo came through saying you are a person for all people. Don't really give us for all people. Don't really give us a figure on who you voted for. We like you for all of us.
All of us, yeah.
And Bradley came through saying Chubby is what we call genian.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get, basically.
Yeah.
Keep pushing on, man. Like your energy, drive, and self-belief.
Yeah.
Chubby, let me say thank you very much for coming.
Thank you guys to Informative Radio Station. I'm grateful for the opportunity as always, and I'm simply grateful for everything, man. You guys are awesome. Love the studio.
Yeah.
Looks very dope. And the aircon is nice. So.
And keep on pushing on, man.
Thank you, man.
Check
I will
it
keep
out.
on. Yeah.
Of course, that was Chubby in the studio right there. Dirkas will be coming through so we can say our goodbyes as well since the weekend is coming. And we'll also be just telling you what's going to be happening. Next week will be a very cool week. So don't expect heavy stuff, man. It will be relaxed. We'll just be joking around. We'll be having the light stuff, because from next week, I think people are more relaxed and people are like half of them are already planning to go. This weekend, most of them will be going already. So yeah,
I think I like the idea of the chubby water because then I can taste it. If I like it, I can take it on leave with me. If it's small bottles, then I can actually put it in the saddlebags of my bike.
Of your bike, yeah.
And I can take chubby water. Well done. Congratulations on that one. Looking forward to that. Thank you very much. There we go.
Okay, that's what's up right there. It's almost like we got a few minutes to 10 o'clock and we just can you feel the quietness in this? I don't know if it's the studio. I feel like Windhoek is seemingly becoming quiet.
It is. On the way to work this morning, it was actually quiet, and I thought to myself, "Is this now a Sunday morning?" It was really quiet, and no cars at the schools. People walking around there. It's really, you can see there's a change, and you rightfully stated that. I think from this weekend on. Another lot of people will leave for their holiday destinations. So from next week, they always called Windhoek a ghost town during December.
I wonder where the ghosts are hiding because I don't seem to see them.
Yeah, I don't see where they. Yeah, I think the two of us will keep the town busy.
Yeah, no. We have to just probably start jogging up and down in the town and see what's happening. So, Dirkas, what will you be up to for the weekend?
Well, this weekend will be sort of like standby. We'll see what we can come up for next week. So a bit of preparation. We're still on duty next week and the week after that. And I'm going to spend some family time. We got a wedding of a good friend of ours, and then on Sunday I'm expecting visitors from South Africa. They actually touring Namibia. Looking forward to see them. Also, guys from the television and radio industry, and they're going to stay over there for a night, 2 evenings, and then they're touring up to Etosha, and they're going to do a part of the Caprivi. So I'm looking forward to see them. Haven't seen them for many, many, many years. So I'm quite excited just to meet up with good old friends.
Now, for you that do not know, Dirkas is a biker.
Yeah.
He's a biker. Tell us about your biking journey.
Listen, the first thing I want to say is you don't have to have a beard to have a bike, or you don't have to have a bike to have a beard. Sammy, I've always liked bikes, and then when with the kids growing up and going to university, I sort of made an oath to myself, and I said, "Look, I'm first going to look after them and make sure that they are all sorted and settled," which we've done, and then. I also said to them, if you guys sort of do what you have to do and get your lives in order, finish your studies, and they both did very well. I said, then Dad's going to treat himself to a bike again. And the one was against that, and the other one was all for it. She said, yes, I think that's exactly what you should do. And that's what I did. It's a treat to myself.
When the first time when you came with the bike, we were like, it is Dirkas.
He lost his mind.
Yes, he lost his mind.
Sammy, it's a sport. I enjoy that. It's part of my relaxation and just also spending time with myself and my wife. She's also sort of like a very avid biker. Actually went for a license, bike license. And it's a huge responsibility. I just realized again this past weekend how quick accidents can happen because a friend, we had an outright with about 45 motorcycles, and we stopped at a roadblock at Kaap's Farm. And the guy behind us, he stopped. He was a couple of seconds behind me, and he stopped at the roadblock. And a car drove into him from behind at the roadblock in front of the police officers. And I got off and I thought to myself, this is crazy. It's actually crazy. The guy in the car, can't he see? The bike is in front of him, and he drove
straight. Can't he actually see?
Drove straight into the bike, and luckily the biker friend of ours wasn't hurt that bad. But these things do happen, but you can't live with fear. You can't live with, this can happen, that can happen. It happens. You cross the road, and people, sort of look at the cyclists on the Western Bypass.
Yeah.
Go out, enjoy their sport. They love the sport, and a taxi or a car just drove them off their bikes and bicycles, and they're dead. So you can't live in fear, but you have to be mindful of the consequences of reckless driving. We don't drive at high speed, unlike the guys that got those kind of motorcycles, but they got a different mindset.
Yeah. So it's more all about the fun.
It's about the touring. It's about the traveling, the touring, and the friendship. That's what it's all about. Namibia is fortunately a beautiful place to tour with motorcycles. It allows us the open roads, wide open spaces, and the beauty of the country. It doesn't matter in which direction you drive. And we have a great engagement with the other clubs, the enduro clubs, like I said, the guys on the speed bikes. We have regular get-togethers like the one on Tuesday, where everyone sort of like take the coffee and the sandwiches, and we get together at a place. Last Tuesday was near Witvlei, and just next to the road there's like a little shop. Beautiful trees, and we all just put some meat and cool drinks and coffee together, and we had a nice braai there, and we came back. But in saying that, I want to go back to safe driving again for our motorists. We had a quick chat about that the other day.
Yeah.
And in saying all of this, it's also a message, I think, from us, from the radio station, to all motorists, is to take care, but be prepared. That's the other thing. Make sure your vehicle is properly serviced. Make sure that you check the lubricants and the oils, your tire pressure. Make sure that your small things like wiper blades, all those kind of things, your steering column, wear your safety belts. Make sure that you don't have a lot of loose things in the car. People sometimes overpack, Sammy. And it's scary to when I stop next to the road, and you see how many people get out of a car. And
the baggage.
Especially
just carry what you need.
Yeah, and overloading of trailers. That's another vehicles, and trailers. Trailers, I've seen it. I've experienced it. It's just so overloaded that those tires can't handle it. The pressure of the tires are incorrect. The quality of the tires are not correct for that trailer. The guy behind the wheel, once that tire bursts, will lose control over that vehicle. It will result in either losing not only the trailer rolling, but after you lose control, not be able to steer the car in a proper anymore, and it will overturn. Unfortunately, it's going to result in losses, injuries, and it's so unnecessary. I just get shivers when I think about recklessness of people and not caring for the quality of your vehicle, caring for doing the right thing. Make sure that your vehicle is roadworthy. Make sure your license is in place, vehicle license and your own license, and that you obey the rules of the road and have respect for everyone else using the road.
Using the road, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, man. If you are traveling, as Dirkas said, rather embrace a culture of traveling, enjoying the journey, than always rushing to your destination. Because I think Namibians always have that thing, they always, it's 2 o'clock, by 5 o'clock I need to be in the north. No, take your time.
Yeah.
Don't worry what time you arrive, just make sure that you arrive safe, and just plan accordingly. And one thing Dirkas also said is, don't live in fear. People have the saying that you only live once. No, you live every day.
Yep.
You only die once.
Yeah. and then you're going to be dead for a long time.
And then you're going to be dead for a long time. Yeah.
So enjoy.
So enjoy every single day that you have. Yeah.
But Sammy, for me, the word respect. When you have friends in your car, and I'm not finger pointing to taxis, but you are responsible for the lives of those people that's in your vehicle, your friends, your family. Have respect for that. Have respect for their lives. Don't just think about yourself. That's the other thing. And I think if we do that, caring becomes sort of like sharing the road, because it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to all Namibians, all visitors to the country.
Yeah.
And let's make this season a safe one. The other day I read in the newspaper, how many people will come back as a message in the newspaper. you know.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Rather come back, you know, as a family,
As a family,
entire family, and continue with your lives.
With your lives, yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's time for us to say goodbye. So.
With that, we say goodbye
it's
to
Friday.
you. It's Friday, and enjoy responsibly. We'll be back next week, and we'll have a light week now. We'll just be having fun in the studio. We'll just be giving you tips. Yeah, anything that is fun, we'll be talking about. So till we meet next week, have yourself a blessed one.
Good.
The sun's radiance is our most abundant resource in Namibia. So why not use it to save both money and the environment? Let's go solar. Light Systems Namibia specializes in grid-tied systems, solar hybrid systems, and solar off-grid systems. There's an option perfect to power your home, farm, business, or lodge. For a same-day, tailor-made quote, visit lsn.com.na or call Windhoek 555 000. Light Systems Namibia. Let's go solar.
Light Systems Namibia is a renewable energy company focused on sustainable energy solutions. Light Systems Namibia products and services include solar off-grid systems, solar grid-tied systems, solar water heaters, solar geysers, solar street lights, and solar-powered boreholes.